January 3, standing firm, living up to our name. Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. 1 Corinthians 16:13. I have the privilege of teaching a small group of dedicated Christian men each week. Together, we bear one another's burdens and cares, trusting with confidence that God hears us and makes a difference. Yet as we share our struggles, the weight of work, family pressures, spiritual battles, there's a tendency for the heaviness to settle over all of us. That's why occasionally I begin our lesson with a simple greeting. Good evening, men. Something happens in that moment. Shoulders straighten, eyes lift. There's a visible shift as these brothers make a renewed effort to live up to that name, men. It reminds me that living up to our name matters. Being a Christian is not meant to be a life barely distinguishable from everyone else's. It's not about meeting the world's expectations or conforming to some vague idea of morality. Being a Christian means something far more profound. It means straightening our shoulders and bearing our faith proudly, even when the weight feels heavy. Paul's words to the Corinthians echo with this same call to stand tall. Be on your guard, stand firm, be courageous, be strong. These aren't suggestions for the spiritually elite, they're commands for every follower of Christ, especially when we are weary, especially when the burdens threaten to bow us down. So today, hear these words afresh. Good evening, people of God. Let these words remind you of whose you are. Let them call you to stand firm in the faith, not in your own strength, but in the courage that comes from knowing the one who holds you up. Live up to the name you bear, Christian, Christ follower, beloved child of God. Stand firm. Being a Christian is straightening up our shoulders and bearing proudly our faith. Just Larry.